This video is being brought to you by a very rare storm in Las Vegas. Welcome back everyone. Today's video is going to be a try to get ready with me. I have some exciting new makeup products to try out. I have the Tinted Pressed Finishing Powder from Rephr Beauty. I have a couple of products from the Oden's Soulmani 2 collection, the eyeshadow palette, and also a blush. A mascara from Covergirl, a few lip products from Colourpop, their lip liner and lip oil. I did post a haul recently, or at least I think I posted a haul recently. I'm doing a whole bunch of pre-filming because I am gone for a pretty long time. So I'm just filming videos wherever I can, but I should have a haul that went up recently, a PR haul. And then after I do my PR hauls, I like to come in and do a first impression with some of the products that I found really exciting. So that is what we are going to be doing today. I will come back in a while and give my thoughts on these products and decide what I'm keeping in my makeup collection and what I will be decluttering. So that is what we are going to be working with today. Before we get started, I do want to say there's a sponsor on today's video. This video is sponsored by Blueland. They're a company that I work with on a very consistent basis. I will have Blueland linked in the description box. Also, if you click that link, you will get 15% off your first purchase. They are who I use for a lot of my cleaning supplies. So right here, I just have their toilet bowl cleaners and then also the laundry tablets. I don't know why I thought it said dishwasher. I was like, I grabbed the wrong one. I do also have their dishwasher tablets though. And I also have their spray bottles. And that is what I use to clean like my bathrooms, my sinks. There's like a multi-purpose, a glass. Those are what I started out with, was the spray bottle cleaners. And it's really nice because you just fill the bottles with water and then you put the tablets, you know, kind of similar to this. You just put the tablets in there and then you are able to just refill and reuse the tablets instead of having to always go out and buy another bottle or another can. This is a brand that I was looking at when I was first trying to be a little bit more aware of how much single-use plastic I'm using. It is really, really hard to eliminate single-use plastic, especially around the home. But I always say if you can just make little changes, those little changes absolutely do matter. I love them for their cleaning supplies. Like I mentioned, I have the dishwasher tablets as well. And I have the laundry and toilet bowl cleaners too. So these are so handy. I like the toilet bowl cleaners and I like that they come in this little case here because I just leave these on the back of my toilet and I feel like it doesn't look weird. They also have this like lemony scent to them, so I feel like they also make my bathroom smell good, so it kind of like doubles in that. But you just pop one of these into the toilet bowl, kind of fizzes up, wait a little bit, use the toilet bowl brush, and there you go. And then same thing with the laundry tablets. So all you have to do is pop one into the washing machine. I have switched out my toilet bowl cleaner and my laundry tablets for probably the last, like, I'm gonna say like 6 to 8 months or so. I've been using these and I'm super happy with them. I do get to work with Blueland. You know, today's video is sponsored by them, but they are also a company that I purchase for on my own. If I run out of something, if I don't have a sponsorship coming up or they'll like refill a product, I don't even ask. Like, I know it's probably like fine if we ask the brand, can you send us something? But I don't care, I'll just go ahead and purchase them on my own. So I really appreciate having kind of these better for you cleaning supplies around my home. That was something when I started to make some better for me changes around the house. That was one area that I was really looking in. So I love Blueland for that reason. Again, I'll have them linked in my description box if you want to check them out. And if you click that, you can get 15% off your first order. I know a lot of you have told me that you've made some changes and switched over to Blueland and you really enjoyed their products. So that makes me really happy to hear. I hope that you've been loving them. Another thank you to them for working with me on this video, and you will, of course, for continuing to support my sponsorships. It means a lot. But we are gonna jump into the get ready with me portion. Recently, I did use the Charlotte Tilbury Unreal Skin Sheer Glow Tint Hydrating Foundation Stick. So I'm gonna use that again today. This one is in the shade 5, but let me get you zoomed in. This rain, it is raining and storming like crazy in Vegas. It is also literally 108 degrees outside, but pouring rain. So if you can hear the rain or the thunder, these are happening. But like I mentioned, I've been testing out the Charlotte Tilbury foundation stick and I really like this. So this is a pretty light coverage product, which is what I prefer. I do have dry skin, I have a little bit more sensitive skin, and I am more acne prone. But I have been liking this one from Charlotte Tilbury because it's supposed to be, how people have been describing it, is like her flawless filter, but in a foundation form. I will say, if you have oily skin, you might not like this the best because I can tell that it does leave me pretty glowy, kind of like you used her flawless filter, but I don't think it's as much as that. Sometimes when I use the flawless filter, I can kind of feel a little bit, I don't want to say like the Tin Man, but you know, kind of like leaning towards that. And with this one, I just felt like it definitely made me look really glowy. Since I said it is more of a light coverage product, I like to use a brush. I'm using from Sigma. This is their F46 Angled Foundation. And then I am going to come in and then build it up a little bit more. Shade 5 is literally like my skin. We just like very rarely get thunder in Vegas, and for some reason it's like freaking me out today. I'm like, why is it thundering? It's like scaring me. But like I was saying, shade 5 is like literally like my skin. It just blends right into it. So if you are similar in shade match to me and you're interested in this one, shade 5 is probably going to be your friend. But I like to use a brush because it gives me just a little bit more coverage, even though, like I said, I do like more of a natural and light finish. I feel like because it is so light coverage, sometimes a brush does help build it up a little bit. But I think that it's very still natural on the skin, but it will leave you glowy. And sometimes it's like within a couple of hours, that's when I really start to notice like, oh, okay, like we got some glow going on. Like could be something like want to keep my powder, you know, close by and that sort of thing. But I think that it's a really pretty foundation. I think that you can still see my skin. Like, again, I don't really like the full coverage, so I'm not trying to like not be able to like show you anything or anything like that. But so far it's really been so good on the foundation stick. I'm not a big foundation wearer. I typically like tend to go for my concealers, but I have really been liking this one from Charlotte Tilbury. I'm just gonna use, I don't have a new concealer, so I'm gonna use this one from Natasha Denona. I'm just gonna add this to my under eyes. I saw Natasha a little bit around my skin here. I saw that Natasha's releasing a new palette. What was it? The Mini Rose, I want to say it is. I'm trying to decide if I'm going to grab it or not. I'm using my Sephora 57 brush. Trying to decide if I'm going to grab it. I don't really feel like I need a new eyeshadow palette at this point, but I love the Natasha formula and I do think that it looks really pretty. The biggest thing holding me back, so I'm filming this on Thursday, what's today's date? Like the 18th, I think it is. I leave tomorrow for Iceland and I will be back the following Thursday. So I think this video is gonna go up, in my mind, it's gonna go up the Friday after I'm home. So all of this is like completely irrelevant talk, but that's kind of like the weird thing when you're pre-filming so far in advance. But yeah, I am in Iceland for a week, which I'm really excited about. I've never been to Iceland, so really excited to see it. But the thing is like if I order it now, I'm not gonna get it until I'm home. And then I still have to film and edit, and I don't get home until later on Thursday. I already like, I have appointments and meetings scheduled all day Friday that I'm back. Because I'm traveling so much right now, I'm not really giving myself any like downtime in between my trips. It's just like go on a trip, come back right away. So as I'm filming, you know, I said on a Thursday, I got back Sunday night. I got to my apartment at probably like 10 p.m. from a 10-day trip. I was in Chicago and then also Iowa. My little brother got married. And when I woke up Monday morning, like I woke up at my usual time. I immediately got outside, got walking, which is like my regular routine, and then got right to work. And usually after a vacation, you know, it's kind of like the, oh, like take a day, get back into your groove, maybe catch up on sleep if need be. But I was like, no, like Samantha, you don't have time. And this is not, I'm not like complaining because like I'm doing that because I'm getting to go on another trip, right? So it's so exciting, but I'm just saying like, I'm not letting myself have downtime between these trips. And the same thing with Iceland. Like when I get home, my Friday booked, ready to go. The full next week is ready to go. And then the following, Sunday, I leave for Rome. So that's why I'm like, you don't have downtime. Like you just gotta get out there. You just gotta make sure you get everything done. I definitely wear a lot of hats. I do a lot of different things, and I just don't want anything to like fall through the cracks while I'm gone. You know, a lot of these trips that I'm doing this year are obviously like fun and exciting and going to destinations that are like really cool. But on the one side, it is still for work. Like I'm vlogging everything, doing makeup bags, get ready with me videos, a ton of short form content. I would really love to put together like itinerary videos from all of the trips that I've done of like, hey, if you're going to the Hamptons for 3 days, here's what we did and where we ate and the nightlife that we did. You know, I'd really love to do like more travel content for sure. But of course at the same time, like they are for fun, and I just don't want to like let my work go by the wayside. And this is the first year that I'm doing anything like this. This is the first year that I'm really traveling this much and having these types of experiences. So I'm just kind of learning as I go. I have a new brow pencil from Kokie. I want to use that one. I did film a train of thought, but as my bag is next to me, I filmed a what was in my 10-day makeup bag for Chicago and also Iowa for my members video. That was what was most voted on, because I didn't do any of those videos on that particular trip. I did do a get ready with me, I'm a bridesmaid, so that video should already be up, where I do my bridesmaid makeup look for my brother's wedding. But my members voted on to see the makeup that I packed, so I'll have that video linked. But I mentioned this Kokie Brow pencil. I used this in my last one of my last get ready with me videos as well. Like I was saying, it's just kind of like a learning experience for me of like balancing traveling so much between my work. The good thing about my work is every single thing that I do is remote. YouTube, writing books, even like the business that I run, Creators and Friends, like I have meetings that I'm taking for Creators and Friends while I'm in Iceland. You should have seen me trying to do the time difference, because it's a 7-hour time difference. Iceland is 7 hours ahead of Vegas. So I'm trying to figure out, you know, just the time zone, and then I'm looking at our itinerary and be like, okay, when am I going to be able to get to my room or be able to get to a quiet place where I can take a call? So, you know, all of these trips that I'm doing, I am still able to work and all of that. But I was telling someone today that I need to get into a better groove of like getting to the hotel and just kind of immediately setting my laptop up. Because I'm still doing everything off of my phone, but there's definitely some things that I need my laptop set up for, and I need to be just kind of in my groove. And truly, like, I need to be able to take, you know, maybe like 2 half-hour time frames and dedicate those to work or to emails, or like 1 hour out of the day, or maybe more. Maybe it needs to be 3 half-hour blocks, 4 45-minute blocks. Like, I don't know. Again, this is all very new to me, so I'm still just like figuring it out myself. But I was like, I definitely need to get into a better groove of keeping up with emails and, you know, just kind of always having my laptop open. I think I've done a pretty good job so far of uploading consistently. I haven't really missed a lot of like upload days when it comes to YouTube. Platform is obviously much easier. I mean, some of the videos that we do take us, you know, literally 30 seconds to film and then upload, versus YouTube is obviously a much longer process. But I've been trying to keep up on the content side of things as best as I can. There's also a lot that goes on behind the scenes with that, with, you know, emails. You know, like this video was sponsored, like making sure I'm keeping up with emails from brands and keeping up with deadlines, and also at the same time trying to keep up with my DMs and talking to you guys. And, you know, sometimes I felt so bad because I was on my trip to Chicago. I wasn't in my DMs as much. And then when I got to Iowa, I had some downtime and I was going through everything. I had like 10 people message me to be like, oh, I'm in the Chicago area, like would love to meet up with you guys. And I was like I didn't even like see the messages because I wasn't going through them. And then I felt so bad because I was like, oh, that would have been fun to have more people, you know, meet up with us. And like one of the girls, like she came to the Vegas retreat, and I was like, oh my gosh, like I felt really bad. So I'm like, I need to make sure that I'm like still always, you know, staying on top of things. The beginning of the year, I was doing some traveling, but definitely not as much as I am right now, and not as much like back to back to back. And it's a lot of learning lessons for me. Not only am I learning stuff about traveling, I feel like I'm becoming a better packer. Just kind of getting a little bit more savvy with even just like airports and like just like flights in general and airlines. Like I mean, I definitely feel like I'm learning a lot. Obviously I'm learning a lot about myself, how I handle situations, how I handle difficult situations, how I handle, I do have pretty bad social anxiety, and sometimes I get overwhelmed very easily, and especially if I'm around a lot of people, if I'm in an unknown space, I can tend to find myself getting overwhelmed, and I know that I need to take moments and I need to like walk away and be by myself. And I feel like I'm becoming a better, I don't know why this is like making me want to cry. I think I'm just reliving some of the, okay, if anyone has anxiety, do you ever just think about when you had an anxiety attack and it gives you anxiety? Because I think that's what's happening now. But like, I think I'm becoming a better advocate for myself of like, I'm not feeling well, I'm feeling overwhelmed. I'm gonna, you know, excuse myself for a little bit, calm myself down, calm my mind down, do my breathing exercises, and then I'll come back, you know? So I think for a long time, I don't wanna say that I get embarrassed by anxiety, because I don't want to be embarrassed by anxiety, I guess is what I'm trying to say. I'm gonna use the YSL bronzer, but sometimes, yeah, I mean, it can be a little bit embarrassing to have, you know, an anxiety attack in public or things like that. But I think I'm trying to be better at being like, you know what, like, it's who I am, and it's something that I deal with, and sometimes I just need a few minutes to myself, and you know what, no big deal. So I don't know, I guess that's something that I'm trying to do a better job at, I guess that I'll say. I oftentimes do like my bronzer and blush before I do my powder, so that's why I'm doing these before the Rephr Beauty. I know that that's like a tinted powder, so I don't know, I just want to kind of stick to my usual routine right now, and then it's gonna be the first time I'm trying it, so maybe I'll be like, oh, you know what, maybe I should do it like a different way, but I'm just kind of sticking to how the steps that I like normally do my makeup in. This bronzer is really pretty. I took it to the Hamptons with me. I think I took it, maybe I took it to Barbados as well, but I've been really liking this bronzer. And then my blush is from the Odens Solmani 2 collection. They came out with some new products. We have the eyeshadow palette that I'll be using. They had some blushes and also highlights. How beautiful is this like mauve blush? This one is in Pink Bloom. I just think that this is so stunning. So very excited to use this one. I'm gonna use a brush from Singe Beauty. I don't know why I was looking at the blush. This is the F03. And then we're just gonna start to tap this down. Ooh, ooh, she's pretty. When I hauled this from Odens, I immediately was like, oh my gosh, like the palette is beautiful, but also the blushes, I was like, these look so stunning. And how pretty is that? Ooh, honestly, I don't feel like I need to add more, but I'm just gonna do a little bit more. So pretty. I do have an event tonight in Las Vegas. It's probably dumb that I'm going because it's from 6 to 8 and my flight tomorrow leaves at 1:30. I haven't packed a single thing. But I will say, my makeup bag is essentially packed, so is my skincare and my hair care bag. Like all of those things are packed. I have an idea in my mind of outfits and what I want to be bringing. I just haven't like physically packed my bags yet. But like I have my passport out, I have my speaker. I mean, kind of like the good thing about traveling so much right now is that like I kind of have everything in one spot. From when I unpacked from Chicago, I kind of just left everything out and put it in this one spot because I was like, well, everything, like my speaker's coming with me, my tripod's coming with me, these pairs of shoes are coming with me. Like I kind of have everything there besides my clothes, because when in Iceland, so it is going to be like the high is like mid 50s every day, and it looks like there's going to be a lot of rain. So I'm actually seeing my girlfriend Ashley tonight, and I'm borrowing like her raincoat. I took that with me to Ireland in January, and like one of her other like nicer coats. You know, I'm gonna bring like my beanie. I ordered like some hiking boots. So it's definitely, you know, obviously like warmer weather clothes that I'm packing. So I am going to be checking a bag for this trip because I'm doing like jeans and sweatpants and sweatshirts and that sort of thing. So I will be checking my bag to, where am I going? Iceland. So I'm not too panicked yet. Like I wish I still had a few items like pulled out of my closet and put to the side. But again, for the most part, like I have them in my head, and like I'm good on everything else, like toiletries, just all of those things. Like I don't think I'm gonna need to make any like last minute runs to the store or anything like that. Like I should be pretty good. So I'm gonna use from Rephr Beauty their Tinted Pressed Finishing Powder. I'm super curious to try this out. So I'm gonna be using the shade Buff. This looked like the lightest one that they sent me. There's a little mirror in here too. And they sent along this cute little puff. So that's what we will be doing. So typically when I do my powder, the reason why I kind of like to put it over bronzer and blush is like sometimes I go a little bit heavy, and this kind of can like tame it down, tap it down. What word am I trying to say? Taper it down? I don't know what I'm trying to say there. And then obviously, of course, like it's bronzer and blush, it's makeup I can always like put more on. So that's why I kind of do the routine in the steps that I'm doing them right now. I used to do it differently, but things change all of the time, right? So I'm just going to press a little bit on here and start to press along the skin. It did say pressed powder, not powder foundation, because otherwise I wouldn't have used the Charlotte Tilbury foundation and I would have just used this instead. But because it's supposed to be more of this like lightweight powder, I kind of am like liking the fact that it's tinted, maybe-ish. I felt like it was looking fine in the mirror, but I feel like on camera it's looking I don't know. I like that it's tinted because I like tinted sunscreens. I like my tinted SPFs. I feel like it just kind of gives like a little, I mean, it just kind of gives like a little something something to the skin. I don't know. I think that's pretty. I don't mind it. I don't mind it. I don't think that it has a ton of coverage, which again, I don't think that it's supposed to. But I think, I mean, in combinations with the Charlotte Tilbury, I don't have the best skin. Like I said, I do have more acne prone skin, and especially like being gone and in my hometown and just like eating all the things and drinking all the things, my skin kind of went through it a little bit and just kind of being off my routines. But I think that looks pretty good. I might bring this with me to Iceland just for fun, just to be able to keep like trying it out. I'm gonna do a different powder for my under eyes and I'm gonna do the YSL because I don't want like a tinted one on my under eyes. So I'm just gonna use the YSL powder to set my concealer and then also my eyelid. I do kind of want to try it just with concealer and the powder and see if I like it. That's kind of how I do my makeup steps normally. Again, like I said, I don't wear foundation a ton. I kind of use my concealer as foundation, I guess I should say. So I kind of want to try that and then with the powder and see if it's kind of like a no makeup vibes, like more like natural skin situation. But so far I think that's looking pretty good from Rare Beauty. Okay, so we're gonna move over to the eyeshadow palette. This is so pretty from Oden's Eye. Oh, again, I do have a discount code with them, which is just Samantha. Okay, like I mentioned, I do have I didn't even plan my purple. Not that I forgot that there was purples in the palettes, but I just randomly have it. Now I'm like, kind of want to do a purple look. I don't know what I'm wearing to the event tonight. It's at LPM in the Cosmo, which is a pretty nice restaurant. I feel like I should wear a dress, but it's also raining, which is weird, but it's also really hot. I don't know. I don't know yet what I'm going to be wearing to this event, but should I just do purple? Okay, now I'm confuzzled. I'm not sure what I want to do. But I also really like this moon shade is one that just instantly kind of jumped out at me. Oh my gosh, that's so beautiful. Oh man. And even like Crater and Dark Matter, you can't tell like looking at them right away, but they have some shimmer to them as well. This yellow also is just like a really cool shade. I'm having a hard time deciding what I'm gonna do here. Okay, I'm gonna start with a Rephr. This is the 15 mini. I think I'm just gonna do a mixture between the purple and that moon shade that I like so much. So I'm gonna start off with Planet. Hopefully this ends up looking somewhat cute, but I'm gonna take that purple. I feel like I'm gonna need to wear a purple dress now tonight, but it's okay, we'll figure something out. But I'm just going to run this all along my crease like so. I love the Oden's Eye eyeshadow formula. They're one that I talk about consistently being like one of my top 3 formulas. Natasha Denona, Sigma, Oden's Eye, those are the brands that I always shout out for their shadows. And their mattes are just so beautiful and they're very pigmented, yet they're also very easy to blend. Okay, this purple is so pretty. I'm just gonna take my finger with the moon shade and apply it right on top. Oh, that is so pretty. Oh, that's so freaking pretty. I think I am gonna take this palette with me. I mean, sometimes, again, since I'm leaving so much, I am kind of finding myself like bringing some of the new makeup with me. Like in my Chicago and Iowa makeup bag, like I had brought the new NYX blush that I picked up, the Sashu lip liner, the NYX lip oil, the products that I had ordered from Ulta Beauty, and I got my order in like, I don't know, 2 days or something before I left. And I was like, well, I want to bring these. And it's kind of hard because it's like, okay, they're new products. You might not like totally love them. You don't know exactly how they perform. It's also like, they're new. Like, I don't want to like be apart from them for so long. But literally look how freaking gorgeous this shimmer is. Are you joking me? And with that purple base, like, this is stunning. A lot of times I've been doing eyeliner, just like with shadow, but I think I'm going to skip that today because I'm just like loving how like popping the shimmer is. But I am going to do liner in my waterline and then also tight line. I'm just currently using the one from Essence, the Stay and Play. Okay, Beautiful. And then for the lower lash line, I think I'm gonna do the Planet shade and then also Saturn, so more of this matte brown, using a Rephr 13 mini. So I think I'm gonna bring this palette and then maybe a more neutral palette like the Peach Pie from Singe Beauty. I travel with that one a lot because it's just a little quad and it's neutral and it's beautiful. And then I typically do also bring like a shadow stick like from Rare Beauty. I really like their shadow sticks. So something of like if I'm really in a rush, I can just use that. But I'm just gonna smoke out the lower lash line a bit. I just love that shimmer so much. I think that it's so beautiful. I also feel like I haven't done a purple eye look in a minute, so that's fun for me. For mascara, I have a new one from Covergirl. This is the Eye Enhancer 3D Mascara to curl, lift, and fan. They sent me 3 different shades. I'm gonna use Intense Black because that is my personal favorite for mascara, but cute packaging on here. And let's see what the wand looks like. So a little thicker bristles, a little bit of a curve to it. So first gonna do my bottom lashes. Okay, I'd say this is more of a dry formula, but also off the bat, I felt like not much was really happening with my lashes. So we'll see how it goes with my top lashes. Like I was like, am I putting mascara on? But see how it is for the top lashes. I always say I don't have much for lashes, but I like to test out mascaras and see when I can find a good one. Right off the bat, I can tell this is definitely curling my lashes. Like it's really giving them like a lift and a curl, which I like that. Okay, so we have one coat over here, nothing over here yet. I can definitely notice that lift and curl the most. I'm gonna do a second coat. Okay, so 2 coats. Wow, that really, okay, when I put it on the bottom lashes, I was not that impressed. This really fans out the lashes. That's very pretty. It gives them just kind of like a natural curl and lift. To me, it kind of looks like similar to when I did a lash, what was it called? Lift and tint, I'm pretty sure. Is that not the words I've just been saying? The lash lift and tint. I did it a couple of years ago. And I really liked the way it looked because it just felt like natural lashes with a little bit of an oomph, but I didn't have to put any mascara on, and I also didn't have to take mascara off. Like I didn't have to worry about taking it off at the end of the night sort of thing. So I liked it. I think I got it before one of my trips. I'd mentioned that I was thinking about getting like lash extensions or I don't know, even like my brows being done or something before all of these trips, but I'm just kind of the worst when it comes to that stuff. I don't know. Sometimes living in Vegas too, it's hard because everyone here, like the norm here is Botox, fillers, lip injections, brows, lashes, lasers, weight loss stuff. Like, I mean, it's very much the normal here. And not that I mind it, like I don't really care what people like want to do for themselves and to make them more like confident and all of those things. I think it's great to have like these options out there. It's just, I just have a hard time like getting into them myself. I don't know if I'm just like a baby, like I'm just scared. Like I'm scared of like pain. I'm scared of like things being by my eyes. I'm scared of not liking something. Like what if you get your brows and you don't like them? Like, then what do you do? You know, like, so I don't know. I'm just a scaredy cat essentially at the end of the day, but that's okay. Got a little mascara in here, so I'm just gonna take my spoolie side of my brow pencil and brush that away. I think that mascara is really pretty. I like that. Okay, CoverGirl, we'll see how it lasts. You know, we have a lot of heat. We have some rain going on today, but we'll see how the mascara lasts on me. Okay, per usual, I feel like in my long form videos, I do my lip combos for short form videos. So that is what I'm going to be doing right now. So I, again, have these from Colourpop. I'm really excited that I got this package. So we have the So Juicy Lip Liner. I'm gonna use the shade Westwood. And then also the So Juicy Plumping Glossy Lip Oil. And I'm using the shade It's a Date. I'm excited to try these. I like Colourpop lip products. I love lip liners. I love lip oils. Plumping I get a little bit worried about because I don't like a real tingly feeling, but I don't know yet how these will be. So we're just gonna try them out. Okay, I will say these are very creamy. They also have almost like, I want to say like a peppermint scent to them. So I really liked the Colourpop lip liners. They're lippy pencils. Some of my like original favorites from Colourpop. I feel like the shade is kind of reminding me of one of them. I think of which one though. But the only thing that I'm not sure about is that it's so creamy. I worry about it like slipping around. I tend to prefer more of a matte lip liner, but I'm just gonna fill in a little bit as well. I love this shade though. This shade is, again, Westwood. Like living for this shade. Okay, so far so good. Sometimes I just feel like if they're too creamy, they just move too much. Like they just don't stay in place, but we'll see how that one lasts. And then we have the lip oil and it's a date. This is pretty. Okay, that's really pretty. First application, I don't notice anything like tingling yet. This color combo though, I am really feeling it, and it just makes my lips look like just like a hydrated, like glossy version of themselves. This is really pretty. I like this lip combo, Colourpop. Okay. Okay, so after the lip liner, this look is complete and I really like it. I have to do something with my hair still. We gotta do something about the hair. But I think everything worked really smoothly. I'm still liking the Charlotte Tilbury foundation stick. The Rare Beauty powder looks really nice. Loving the eyeshadow palette so far. I know I only used 2 shades, but like I love the Oden's Eye formula. I think this looks so pretty. The blush looked really beautiful as well. The mascara looks nice. The lip combo, I'm really feeling. This was a very successful trying new makeup. I'm excited about this. I think I am going to take quite a few of these products to Iceland as well. I hope you enjoyed seeing this get ready with me, talking a little bit about like how it's been doing this much traveling. I'm excited to just keep learning lessons and seeing new things and meeting new people and just kind of having my eyes opened more and more with every trip that I take. You know, just feel really grateful that I'm able to have this opportunity and time to be able to have these experiences. So thank you all for your continued support. Another thank you to Blueland for sponsoring this video. Again, that link will be in my description box. If you click that, you'll get 15% off your first order. I highly recommend. I think I've tried mostly everything from Blueland at this point, so highly recommend them for sure. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you in the next one.